I want you to tell me right now, how many times this week have you said any of these phrases? I can't do this because, or must be nice, or if only things were different. If you have said any of those, your subconscious is running a story on repeat that is keeping you stuck, stagnant, and broke. Tums has made a very early appearance in this video. Now, this is otherwise known as the victim mentality. The second you give a past event that happened to you, an ex, some other person, or a bad patch of life that you went through, credit for why your day-to-day sucks right now in the present, you are letting your past bully your future, and therefore you can't move forward. Now, let me paint the picture for you for how sneaky and how destructive a victim mindset really is. Let's say 3 years ago, someone just out of nowhere decided to just viciously and abruptly push you flat on your face into a puddle of mud. It was unfair, it was cruel, it was painful, and it was entirely their fault. Like, there's no debate that it was their fault. You were a victim to a situation that you had no control over. But instead of getting up and wiping the mud off of yourself and walking away and be like, damn, that was rude, and just go on about your day, you decide to just sit in the mud. You get a little lower in it, you start rolling around in it for 3 more years. Every single day, you'll tell whoever will listen about how muddy you are, how you don't understand how someone could do something so cruel to you and for absolutely no reason at all, and how it's still hindering you to this day 3 years later. You constantly play on a loop the moment you got pushed into that puddle of mud, and it is always constantly setting you back. This is so crucial to realize because I understand there are things that are very hard to let go of, very hard to forgive, especially whenever you had no control over it or you didn't do anything to deserve it. But let me tell you, if you keep doing this and you keep replaying this and obsessing over it and not let it go, you are giving that situation or that person complete control over your life. Now, before you get mad at me, I do want to say I understand bad things do happen to good people. I am not discrediting that. The pain that you feel is real. The pain that you feel is valid, and I'm never gonna dispute you on that because you're right. It is. You have every right to feel the way that you feel. Your pain does not come with a lifetime hall pass from reality. What happened, happened. There's literally nothing you can do about it. Like, it is what it is at this point. And a lot of us, and I say us because I've literally been there and I've thought this, if you're dealt a bad hand, you almost feel like the universe just kind of owes you a break. And when this was my belief, I would grow more and more bitter every single day because there was absolutely no freaking sign of a break. Okay, I actually got the opposite sign of a break. It just got worse. And girl, let me tell you, bitter, she's not a good look because the universe does not care. The universe does not give a damn about how bad of a hand you've been dealt. As hard of a truth as that is to hear, it doesn't care. It's not sitting there with a little ledger of all the suffering that you've been through to come pay you back later with a great job, a great body, a great marriage, or great finances. Okay, it doesn't work like that. I really wish it did, but that's just not the way it works. If your whole identity is built around the story about how life has stepped on you and effed you over, life will keep stepping on you and you will keep getting effed over. And before you know it, you're gonna be sitting there up to your neck in the mud. The universe is and always has been about alignment. So if you're gonna keep aligning yourself with the victim story, you will always get the victim outcome. It's as simple as that. And whether you believe this or not, it's been scientifically proven, so I suggest you do your research if you don't believe this, but the universe runs on energy. And we all emit and broadcast a certain type of energy. We're all on our own frequency. And based on what energy you are emitting, that is what you are going to live. That is what you're going to get back from the universe. You will only look for things that support the belief that you have. So if you are only believing you're a victim, you're gonna stay a victim. You're only gonna get more situations where you're a victim. When you constantly think and talk about the things that have wronged you, you are telling your subconscious that, yeah, I'm small, I'm helpless. And your subconscious, bless its little heart, believes all of this. It's like a toddler. It believes everything you tell it. Because you can't change the hands you were dealt. The cards have already been laid on the table. The mud is already on your clothes. The past is done. And like I said, unless you got a little time machine I don't know about, there's nothing you can do to change it. You have to make a decision. And this decision, I'm not being dramatic, could literally change your life. This is a real, conscious, very mature decision that your story is not your tragedy. It's not the end of your story. It's actually the beginning of a hero's journey. This is your origin story. And every great origin story has a moment where the main character stops being the victim and becomes the person that you want to watch and that you look up to. Think about the origin story to any superhero movie you've ever seen. If the superhero didn't overcome the obstacles that they had in their origin story, they never would have become this great and powerful superhero that made such a positive impact on the world and changed people's lives and even saved lives. Like, think about how different that would have been if they just stayed a victim and never became, I guess, what could be seen as the highest versions of themselves, meeting their full potential, leveraging their origin story, leveraging the victimhood that they had and turning it into something good, something that can help other people. Take the microphone away from the people and the circumstances that hurt you. They don't deserve to speak for you. Stop giving them a role in your present day, okay? It is time to evict them. They're gone. They don't need to be here. The moment that you look back at what happened and say, yes, that freaking sucked, that was painful, I am not going to allow it to dictate what I'm capable of. And that is the moment that you will stop being the passenger in your own life. You grab the freaking steering wheel and you drive. And I don't know about you, but I'm a much, much better driver than my past is. She's reckless. All right, so now that we have our new story, it's time to get strategic. So how do we practically crawl our way out of this mentality? Because it's way easier said than done, but it can be done. Because awareness is great, but awareness without action, well, you're just a well-informed, stuck person. And honestly, that can be more painful. Hear me out before you shut this down, because this will change your life. You have to have aggressive gratitude. Do not roll your eyes at me. I know I can feel it. I know gratitude is beaten into the ground. I get it. But I'm not talking about toxic positivity. I don't believe in toxic positivity. Okay, it doesn't work. I'm talking something so much more powerful than that. I'm talking looking your darkest moments right in the eyes and finding a way to leverage them. The hard thing that you survived, that's actually your greatest asset. You have a battle-tested, hard-won perspective on life that someone who coasted through on easy mode will never have. You have depth, you have resilience, and you know what it means to be knocked down and to get back up. That is literally a weapon that you have, and it's time to start using it like one. You have already been to the depths of pain. You have already felt it for what it is. Now, whenever you're experiencing growth and you feel uncomfortable, feeling uncomfortable can disguise itself as pain. You'll be able to handle it and you'll be able to tell the difference because you've actually felt true pain. And real pain is staying a victim to your circumstances. Ask yourself, how can I use this? What can I learn from it? Who can I help because of this? What do you want your hero journey to be? Learn from what happened and build a system to keep that from happening again. If you went through a financial crisis, maybe build a bulletproof system that you can use so that it doesn't happen again, and maybe help someone else to where they don't have that happen to them. Scream it from the rooftops. Teach it to as many people as you can so that they can avoid the same mistake that you made and save time and save years. If someone broke your heart so badly, use that emotion to create art, to create content, create boundaries, and to create a new standard of love that you set for yourself so that you don't get hurt again. Think about how empowering that is and how many lives you can save of someone in the same situation, or maybe even just needing to see that grit, that determination, and that motivation to push through, because you can be that inspiration for someone. Mine your pain for gold. It's there. Take the anger, take the grief, take the frustration, and instead of letting it sit inside of you like poison and slowly damage you, use it as freaking rocket fuel. The hand has already been dealt. The scary part's over. You can sit at the table and cry about your cards, or you can play the absolute hell out of the hand that you've been dealt. Because the cards can't change, but the player can. Now, I understand that that is way easier said than done, and it does take work. It takes conscious work, but I promise you, this works, and I have experienced this myself, and I would never sit here and tell you to do something that I haven't done and that I haven't experienced, because I know what it's like to feel like the world is stacked against you. It feels like there's no hope, and it feels like everywhere you look, you're just getting shit on, for lack of a better term. But you get what you look for, and no matter what, like I've said multiple times in this video, you can't go back and change the past, so you've got to leverage it. And I really do believe that we can take these struggles and help other people, and that is why I even started this channel. I grew up financially struggling in a house I was embarrassed of. I never wanted to have friends over because I was so embarrassed of my living situation. My family dynamic was not the best. My own insecurities and the own limiting beliefs that I picked up from the life that I lived. I have every excuse in the book to sit here and be a victim, but I freaking refuse. And if my videos have ever made a difference in your life, let that be the example that you need, because I want to inspire other people that have felt the same way that I have, and let them know that is not the end all be all of your life. There is so much to live and so much value to give through your experiences, and that is why we are here. That is literally what I believe we are here for. We're here to impact other people and to help other people and to create the impact, and that is what I hope for you. And I hope this video helped you see that in your own life and helped you get out of your head if you feel like you have been in a victim mindset and you feel like you're just been sitting in that puddle of mud for years on end. It's time for you to get out of that mud. Wash your clothes, pick your head up, and realize that your future has absolutely nothing to do with who or what pushed you in that mud. It has everything to do with who you choose to be right now. So choose the version of you who owns her power, because she's there and she is just waiting on you. All it takes is the courage of aligned action and a positive attitude, and you can change your story. I would love to hear down below what story it is that you are retiring today, because it will most likely inspire others to do the same. And if you're new here, please make sure to subscribe down below, because it is such a simple way to support the channel, and it truly means the world to me. I really hope this video helped you. If it did, please let me know, because it makes me so happy to hear these videos actually make a difference for you. These are everything I wish I had on my own self-development journey, and things that I've had to deal with and overcome, and I just hope that my own struggles can help you in some way. That is all that I hope for, because I just want you to have the best life you can and be the happiest, healthiest version of you that you can be. And if I can help you do that even just a little bit, it makes my heart so full. So I believe in you, and I know that you can do this. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I cannot wait to catch you in the very next video. Bye.